choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
striker. Check striker. Ready?
Now ETN to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yellow, line. Steal, check steal. Red, yellow. Blue striker. Ready.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Black shot. Roster, 6.
And they'll go again with ETN. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Ready. Edo blue. Claws red.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got room. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black open.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Strike 2. Bring back. Go. Field strike.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The tight end Henry here in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Oh, what a move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Chiefs had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Black shot. Hey, red. Go pink. Doing black. Plastic, stick. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now it's Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here we go. Right. Black ultra.
In motion, Hill. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Opposite, green,
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Green Jack. Steel black. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Down. Red, yellow. Blue striker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Finds his running back, James Conner. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right side, Henry's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is Hines. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Black Ultra.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Green back. Wheel black. Red.
They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. In motion, Hill. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass is caught. Pickens on the comeback route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Black open. Black 2. Green jack.
They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 15. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side with ETN. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Ritter will throw for it. Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Hey, green. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Miss red. Yellow. Go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Watch out now, 52. Ultra, go ultra.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Ready. Blue striker. Black shot. Yellow.
In motion, Hill.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Chop, 17. Blaster, 6. Gun red. Edo blue.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And all the way down to the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jet sweep, here's Pickens with it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Ball red. Red, cycle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Going for it, here's Etienne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well-executed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you, but I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on fourth down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next.